then automatically and then there we will read the question for them.
Okay, so that would be their question.
Okay, so if they pick, for example, number one, that should be their final question. Okay?
Okay, so without further ado,
We come now to the most awaited part of this program, which is the question and answer portion.
and for the information of everybody, please do not shout. Please do not say boo if ever na dili ka tubag dritso. Please let us show respect to our dear candidates. Thank you.
Okay, so if ever dili sila ka-answer, dili lang nato sila istoryahan og bati kay dili lalim ning natas atubangan. Tanang kurog na agyod.
Very well.
Okay, so I guess we'll start from candidates number 1.
Good evening, pair number 1.
Evening.
How do you feel tonight?
Feel good.
Wow, very good. So, do you have your family or your parents? Naay mong mama o papa dong?
Wala, diri ma'am.
Kinsa may naangan ni support nimo?
Mga kayuan and friends, classmates, and teachers, and advisor.
Okay, can you take this time to say thank you to your supporters?
To all my supporters and to my advisor, thank you, sir.
Nakahilak.
Wala, sorry.
Ay, hilak.
Okay, so female candidate number 1, how are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, there.
So, do you have something to say to our audience
Sino kay Mamina?
or to special someone?
Ano na i-question?
No special someone? Your family.
Ano?
Sa tanan di ay nga ni support na ako sa ni Sir, sa akong advisors, si Sir Fidel, sa akong mga classmates, sa akong mga friends, ug sa akong mama karon nga ako kabalog na ba siya diri. Salamat kayo ma.
Salamat ma. Si Papa di ay.
Pagod.
Papa po. Okay, so I guess it's about time to pick a number. Okay, may I invite your attention, candidate number 1, to the screen and pick your number.
Number 5.
Number 5, please. All right. So your question.
Your question is, what does an educated person look today? Again, what does an educated person look today?
Thank you for that interesting question, ma'am. But before that, I would like to say good evening to the Board of Judges, to the parents, and to all my supporters. Good evening. I believe that an educated person, educated person look like today is the one who use all the skills and knowledge at his or her own capacity to make to his or her school, community, world, and better place to live for us all, and to possess a positive attitude of our core values of makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa that makes all the difference. And above all, being a God-centered, because life without God is meaningless. That would be all. Thank you, and once again, good evening.
Very well said, male candidate number one.
And now, female candidate number one, I guess it's your time to answer the same question. Would you like me to read it again? Alright, so your question, female candidate number one, what does an educated person look like today? Again, what does an educated person look like today?
Thank you for that question, sir. I believe educated person look like today is a person who takes the virtue of courage and stand up for health was right. Yes, an educated person is possessed the way he knows he knows how to.
Handle himself.
I believe educated person look like today is a person who takes the virtue of courage and stand up for a way to was felt was right. Yes, an educated person possess the value of self-discipline and diligence. He knows how to control his emotions, words, actions, and impulses. He always look like the way you look the way you the way you look the way you look for ways to do the better, and above all God fearing. That's all be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number one, for that interesting answer. You may now go back to your respective place. So, Flor, being an educated person is not like only learning the academic subjects that we have. Of course, you also possess character, right? And legacy as well.
Yes. So, let's help pair candidate number two.
Pair candidate number two, please come at the center stage. There you have it. Very beautiful as well. So I'll be the first to ask Ma'am Flor.
Yes, Prill.
So, female candidate number two, how are you tonight?
I am beautiful tonight, but I feel nervous because it is my first time.
It is your first time?
Yeah.
Okay. But it seems that it's not your first time because the moment you ramp on stage, it means that you are, or shall we say, you are an expert in the pageant.
Thank you.
Okay? So, your attention to the screen, please. Candidate number two. Pick a number.
I will choose number 8.
Yun yung mama. Ay, di anak mo si Joshua. Picture ko.
Alright, so your question, female candidate number two. There are multiple investigations into whether President Duterte's campaign of illegal drugs is a violation to the fundamental rule of the Constitution under Article 3, Section 1, which states the right to life and due process. If you were the jury or the judge, is the president guilty or not, and why?
Thank you for that wonderful question, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I were the jury, the president is guilty if there are clear, accurate, and valid evidence that his campaign of illegal drugs are violate of the fundamental rule of the Constitution under Article 3, Section 1, which states the right to life and due process. If there a person committed a sin, he or she will undergo due process of law. However, we are both human, and no one can stop our lives except the will of God. That would be all, and I thank you. And once again, good evening.
Okay, male candidate number 2, should I read the question? Okay, so this is your question. There are multiple investigations into whether President Duterte's campaign of illegal drugs is a violation to the fundamental rule of the Constitution under Article 3, Section 1, which states, the right to life and due process. If you were the jury, is the President guilty or not? Why?
Thank you, ma'am, for that question. Sa dili man ako tubagon ang pangutana mangayo sa kog katahuran kanatong may gabi kanatong tanan labi na sa atong principal Mrs. Lynn is atoy ug sa atong mga judges may gabi ug sa atong mga maestro ug maestra may gabi kaninyong tanan ug sa mga classmate nako ug schoolmates ug sa mga akong mga amigo may gabi katong tanan sa mga ginikanan nga itambong karon may gabi
Nalimot na
o kini akong tubag. Everyone has a right of life. No one can take our lives without the will of God. So if I were the jury, the president is guilty. If there are clear evidence that his campaign of illegal drugs. That's all. Thank you.
Very well said, male candidate number 2.
And to female candidate number 2.
Now you step backward.
Okay, so if you were the judge, Floor, how is it? Is it difficult to judge Duterte's action, President Duterte's action?
Well, President Duterte's action should be judged accordingly and by the law, because we have two laws, the law of God and the law of human. So let us just what's this? Support our our president. That would be all. Thank you.
All right, of course, since we're talking about Constitution. Ano? So let's call now candidate number 3.
Candidate number 3, please step forward.
Ganit. Bro, Barbie ang bay.
Female candidate number 3, how are you tonight? Female candidate number 3, how are you tonight?
Fine.
Okay, so you look beautiful. According to Ma'am Flor. Kumusta man ka na kay pasalamatan imong papa, imong mama, imong suon?
Magpasalamat ko sa akong mga igsoon ug sa akong inahan ug sa akong mga classmate.
Papa ni. Advisor. Advisor nga po si Coach Lini.
Good evening, male candidate number 3. You look so handsome tonight.
Thank you.
What's your name again?
Raymond Lloyd Isan.
Okay, so how do you feel tonight?
I feel so nervous.
Nervous ka katawa. So, do you have your parents? Nakay ginikan na ni Aridong?
Minsan ko sa kong papa nga ni ato diri karon niya. Ako mga kaparintiya nga nadyo. Hawala ko.
Oh, shy siya, shy.
Okay, so I guess pick a number.
Choose number 2.
Number 2, please. Your question. The school and other learning institutions have imparted knowledge that can help them develop their character and personality ready to face the demand of the society. Being a candidate, how do we help students discover their passions?
Being a candidate and speaking this matter in behalf of my fellow candidates, I will say, do not afraid to show who you are, what you have, and always to keep my heart and hands work together. Sooner or later, I will only I will only discover that it is already a passion. Thank you and good evening.
Okay, so your question, male candidate number 3. The school and other learning institutions have important knowledge that can help them develop their character and personality ready to face the demand of the society. Being a candidate, how do we help students discover their passions?
How do we help the student discover their passions? And my answer is very simple. Just
Lah,
just
lagi ni mo
just yeah.
nakabuang mo man ni sulod.
Through through participation
Uli,
as
uli
an
battery.
youth of the Filipino youth that we must participate in our school, whether in our school, in our community or our society, that it must hard for us millennials, but thank you.
Thank you so much, fair candidate number
Number
3. You may now go back to your respective area.
Again, we would like to request to the public that whenever our candidates did something which is not wholesome or dili nindot sa inyong mga paminaw, please respect our candidates.
Yes, we cannot please everyone.
As I've said, it's not easy to be here in front. Now, especially there are still students, they are still learning as well.
Yes, let us show respect to everybody.
Alright, for our candidate number 4, please come forward.
Ito mo sa sakay magkuha pas kong battery. Di sa video ba?
Asa ka magtuwa?
Good evening, Mr. Luis Marcos. Good evening.
Laylay ani ba?
So, unsa man na feel rondo? Little bit nervous.
Right like in the
So, what is your edge among the candidates?
my age.
What do you
Guwapo ko.
think is
Sabihan
your
ko.
edge among the candidates?
I'm talkative and I'm handsome. Sorry. Layling in my age.
The game
My-
is fair.
Buotan ko na siya. Very good.
So you think?
Alright, for female candidate number 4, how are you? Would you have something to say to our audience?
Blanket Jilin uy.
Sapa dahil ko.
Unsa may mo ikasulti nila? Imong mama, papa, salamat.
Ikaw na malagi ni Sultan.
Pasalamat day ko sa akong mama nga ning ari ug sa akong mga uyuan ug giyaan nga ning ari ning support gid nako ug sa akong mga classmates
ug hilabi na jud sa akong advisor. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you. Ako na itong umilag si female candidate number 4. Wala tayo. Okay, so let's pick your number.
Nintendo yun.
Number 10,
Number
please.
10. Okay, your question is, deforestation is one of the most crucial problems of the Philippines today because of weak policies and agricultural expansion. If you will be declared as the new Mr. and Miss Sandayao 2018, how will you encourage the people to stop or refrain from doing this problem?
Good evening, everyone. If I will declare Mr. Sandaya 2018, I will encourage the people to stop or refrain from deforestation by informing and educating them the disadvantage or negative effect of this activity by involving them in agricultural activity and following the natural or economical ways of farming or eco-farming and applying the new techniques with the help of our local government officials to save the Mother Earth. That's all. Once again, good evening.
Wow, you nailed it. Candidate number 4.
Okay, for the female candidate number 4, it's your now time to answer the question.
Before I answer the question, I would like to greet all of the faculties, parents, classmates. Good evening. If I will be declared as a new Miss Sandayao, I will encourage the people to stop or refrain.
Yeah, deforestation.
Grabe mo, good kailang preparation.
Thank you, and once again, good evening.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 4 for that answer.
Basta sigig tuon.
Okay, please go back to your place.
Nada to siya ko
We invite
possibility nga. Kung nansira to niya,
Candidate
Miss
number
Sandayao
5
siya.
to stay here in front.
Ano ko, dami na. Kani kay Baba ni
Alright.
Spiritual.
Female candidate number 5. You seem so tall and beautiful.
Thank you.
Were you able to experience pageant like this?
Yeah.
When?
I forgot the month. They're in Giholian City.
Okay. So you were the representative for Mr. and Miss Gika at
Kabalo mo dahil
Alright, so
pag
we expect that you already have the passion and the guts, not only to answer, but of course, everything about pageant, right?
Yes.
Anything you want to say to our audience?
First, I would like to say thank you for my advisor, Sir Brian Lagaras, and to all my friends, to all teachers, and especially to our Board of Judges. Good evening.
Thank you.
Good evening, male candidate number 5.
Good evening, ma'am.
You're looking good tonight.
Thank you, ma'am.
Isa may naka-inspired ni mo dong?
For me, ang ka-inspired na ako kaya akong mga classmates of
Walain.
and also my advisor in senior high school council,
Si Sir, kasi naman advisor?
Sir Brian.
Sir Brian. Daghang na-inspired ni Sir Brian, Ma'am Flor.
Mao jud.
Di sa takaingo.
Dili na to,
So,
di na po to katulog.
it's now time to pick your question.
Pick your number, please.
I chose number 12.
Number 12. Okay, so here's your question. Contractualization involves giving workers temporary employment that lasts them less than 6 months and then terminating their
So far, si
employment
Louis ang
after.
mister.
As a future employee,
Denoli.
are you up to this?
Well, for me, no, I am not up this because it is not also deprive the right of an employee to become permanent in his job, and it may affect in in his visions in life. That would be all. Thank you, and once again, good evening.
Very good. Very well said.
Thank you so much, male candidate number 5. And now it's your time, female candidate number 5 to answer the same question.
Gani. Basta magkuha na yung kamay.
Good evening once again. For me, I disagree with constructualism because that
It deprives our right.
improves our right and
Security.
security of our
Mamaday.
interior. Thus,
Ha? Tenure mo ba? May gagamay.
I promote a generalization. That would be all. Thank you. And once again, good evening.
Regionalization.
Thank you so much, candidate number 5, for that very awakening answer for
Kinsa man as mama
our
ni mo ba?
employees, of course.
Kinsa galing as
Yes.
res?
Akong
So,
Candidate number 6.
candidate number 6,
Mariner na?
please come forward. Wow.
Wala ka, cute mo.
Wearing
Gani.
violet, is that a
Sarita
violet
mo.
gown? Female
Purple.
candidate
Purple, I
number
guess.
6. Female candidate number 6, how are you?
I am happy but I feel nervous
Why you feel
Kailangan di ko
nervous?
makadungog ng interviews.
it is my first time.
So it's your first time or second time around?
No, it's my first time.
Anyways, would you like
So, isa kusog mangiring?
to say something
Iya
to
ko na
our
advisor
audience?
Ngani.
iya harapan na.
First, thank you
Alay second third.
to my classmates, my parents,
Alis ka memorize na yung regard.
and my advisor. Thank you.
Advisor ka to
Okay.
bang ra?
Is that
So-
all, female candidate number 6?
Yung pa yung paduganga.
Okay, so it's
Good
your
evening,
time
male
to...
candidate number 6.
Advisor ha.
So I will give you a chance to greet and say thank you to your
Napadugangan yung
supporters.
advisor. Oy.
I would like to say thank
may
you to
dumating,
all
may
of my
dumating.
supporters, my classmates, my teachers, and especially to my advisor.
Okay. Alright, so it's time now to pick the number.
I choose number 7.
Number 7, please. The lucky number. Alright, your question, female candidate number 6, is: some part of the globe are already legalizing marijuana. As a candidate, are you in favor that marijuana be legalized in the Philippines, and why?
Thank you for your wonderful questions, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, as a candidate, I am not
Sa picture mo. Sa picture mo. Sa picture mo, dala.
I am not in favor of
Hindi na ako
legalizing marijuana in the Philippines because
Tsura na ko napilog para malipa.
it can cause damage and addiction of people, especially to our youth. However,
Number 6 pa niya, out of 12 na pa yung uno.
if this will be used as medicine purposes, then there is no problem.
12:55 yan.
I would I would be the very much willing for it to be legalized. That's all, and once again, have a pleasant evening to each and everyone.
Thank you so much, female candidate number 6. And now,
Same question for you, male candidate number 6.
Before I answer my question, I would like to greet you all a wonderful evening. For me, as a candidate, I disagree that marijuana should be legal in the Philippines. Even though marijuana has a medical and recreational uses, but it can also damage our bodies and our minds. Because marijuana has a substance called tetrahydro...
Basta ka na. Okay na na. Okay na na. It's fine.
cannabinol or THC, which affects our brains. So for me as a candidate, a youth, and as a student, I disagree that marijuana should be illegal in the Philippines. That's all.
thank you so much. Candidate number 6. Right, so let me just inform you that the other term for marijuana is viper's weed. No? Other countries are now legalizing marijuana, such as, I guess, California. So they use it as medicinal purposes. Okay na ni siyang gamiton unta, pero kung i-abuse, ma-overuse na, dili na pwede. That is why the Philippines is prohibiting the use of marijuana because this is classified as an illegal drugs. Alright? So thank you so much. For our candidate number 7, please come forward.
Cute ba?
Good evening, female candidate number 7.
Good evening, sir.
How are you tonight?
I'm feeling great.
Alright, so would you want to say something?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you to my mother who always supported me. She is my #1 supporter, and I always thank her for it.
Alright, so where is your mother?
There she is.
Alright, ma'am, so good evening. So that's your mother.
Yeah.
Is she a teacher in elementary?
Yes.
Ay, okay. So good evening, ma'am. Alright, so wala na ilain?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to male candidate number 7.
Good evening, male candidate number 7. Okay, so natay taong pasalamatan. Oh, wala ka pasalamatan. Imong mamag papa. Wala. Imong ate kuya. Sige, advisor na lang.
Wala
po. Asan ka na eskwela?
Wala yung advisor dito.
May ginoo ko eh. Chinito
Sige,
na.
yun na lang principal. Wala po. Ang sabi ni eskwela ni Dire.
Ang mga opisyalis na nagwas barangay.
Wala po nag... Tanon!
Wala, wala agad, wala.
Chinito na Maria Mendoza. Atap
Sige.
pa.
Basig natay pasalamatan dito sa barangay Imelda dong. Wala.
Ulo na kay Wawawi.
Okay. So let's proceed. Kindly pick your number.
So we choose #1.
Number 1, please.
Dennis Alfredo. Manong split.
Okay, so here's your question.
There are a lot of
There are a lot of
these.
youth formation activities that help empower them. In what ways do beauty contests help the young generation?
Baron niya kasi mukhaan.
Female candidate number 7.
Well, for me, beauty contest helps a lot for us because it increases our confidence and also our skills. We don't know that we can improve our skills through this way or in what other ways we can do. That would be all. Thank you.
Very well said, female candidate number 7.
Same question for you, male candidate number 7.
I believe beauty contest have a purpose into this society. That's all.
Very cute answer. Thank you so much.
Such a very sweet personality.
Ikaw go.
Okay?
Doon na dayon.
So, thank you so much, candidate number 7. And now let's go to candidate number 8.
Candidate number 8.
Candidate number 8 is from Magenta. Grade 7 Magenta. Would you like to say something, female candidate number 8?
Yeah, ako ada yung friend ko an advisor. Thank you kay Ma'am Rinalyn.
Ano naman? Ano naman?
Okay, so wala na ilait pa?
Go.
Okay, thank you.
How about you? No. I'm fine. Kinsa imong pasalamatan?
Ma'am, Papa.
Sige, pasalamati na yun.
Advisor ni ko.
Iwatas advisor. Okay, so, Kylan, pick your number.
Use your microphone, please.
Okay, number 9, please. Okay, your question is, poverty is the state of one who lacks a certain amount of material possessions or money. As an educated individual, how will you help solve or alleviate poverty in your community?
Male candidate.
Educated.
Ayun tunuli.
Educated or not. Educated or not. Doesn't matter.
Kulbaan siya ni Muday. Kininduon kuno ka. Di maayo.
Dapat magdumi.
Nagkakaroon pa na sila ng
Also,
tanan, sila mga answers.
Sige pang wala.
Wala gina yung Erwin! Advisors.
as we
Paghatag ganina, pero wala ipaghatag.
Kada yung wala.
as
Bagya.
we portray
Kaday.
ay a good character perseverance and determination
Medyo puno day. Patanawa ko na po sa rikchok day.
to achieve
Gamay niya.
all this. Then for this, we can progress our way of living. That's the thinking.
Thank you so much.
Alright, for the female candidate number 8, it's her now time to answer the same question.
My answer is, as the questions itself suggests that we have be educated, then let us constantly educate ourselves for us to find a good job and help us live the life that we have. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Candidate number 8. We may invite you, candidate number 9.
Pero ba kay
To please step forward.
Kamalain na. Ako na pag design anong gawon na.
Wow.
Joke ra man.